EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jaguars.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Sanders' first carry of the game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. On the move to his left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Another tote for Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll run with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Flushed out right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Going for it, here's Etienne. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The They'll set up a throw. Out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Right back to Sanders on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Throwing now, Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, Etienne once more. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Etienne once more. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Murray going to fire one out wide. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. ETN up the middle. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Etienne. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Connor. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Finding space at the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Murray a give. This is Connor. He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing now is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's complete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Another tote for Etienne. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. From the gun, a give to counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's going to look deep for more. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray, rolling to his right. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with ETN. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Travis Etienne
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw it, Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score on the game's on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.